So hello नमस्कार to the all chemistry lovers and doctors and engineers of the near future। मैं विजय कुमार सोनी आपका हर बार की तरह केमिस्ट्री वाला चैनल में हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ। स्पेशली फॉर द जस्ट बेसिक कंसेप्ट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री के रिगार्डिंग मीन्स जीओसी के रिगार्डिंग एज ए क्लास 11th and NEET and IIT also। If your bases are not good according to just organic chemistry, then you have to go with these videos। आपके साथ हर बार की तरह एक नई चीज को रूबरू होते हुए आज जो बात करना चाहूंगा फिफ्थ फंक्शन ग्रुप की, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड दैट इज योर फिफ्थ फंक्शन ग्रुप इज नॉन एज CN। कॉमन सिस्टम की टेबल नंबर 2 के अलोंग डील करने जा रहा हूं। टेबल नंबर 2 के अलोंग CN का एक और अलग तरीके से नाम दे सकते हैं आप। दिस इज द CN, जिसको हम आमतौर पे कुछ इस टाइप से भी लिख सकते हैं। CN साइनाइड कहते हैं, साइनाइड। इफ विल गो विद द जस्ट सफिक्स, देन सफिक्स इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। इट विल बी O नाइट्राइल। this will be O nitrile, O nitrile। If we'll go with the different compounds, then first is you can take HCN, second you can take CS3CN, third is you can take CS3CS2, this is the CS2CN, this is the fourth CS3 CS2 CS2CN, this is the fifth CS3 CHCS3, this is the CN। If you will go with the next, then we can take CS3 CS2, this is the CS2 CS2 CN as a fifth compound। Now we can take just sixth compound also. This was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh compound is you can take CS3 CHCS3, this is the CS2 and CN। Now I would like to go with the eighth compound. What is that? CS3 CS3, this is the CS3 and CN, this is the ninth compound। You can take CS3, this is the CH C2H5, this is your CN, this is your 10th compound CS2 double bond CH, this is the CN, and this is the 11th compound, that is very interesting compound also, CS3 CH double bond CH and CN। These are the just compound for the function group as a cyanide। Now we'll go with the nomenclature। If I'll go with the nomenclature, then this is the carbon container function group and it exists one carbon, that's why we'll call it form plus O nitrile, so it will be formonitrile, formonitrile। If you will go with the next CS3CN, then here's the two carbons, so it is called as acid plus O nitrile, so it will be acetonitrile। Now the time to discuss about the CS3CS2CN, it will be propiono। Propione is the for 3 carbon atom and O nitrile, it will be the suffix, so propiono no nitrile, propiononitrile। If you will go with the next, then that is you can say N butyronitrile and butyronitrile, this will be your butyronitrile। If I go with the further, then this is the N-valor, this is the N-valor plus O nitrile, so it will be valeronitrile। This will be your isovaleronitrile, isovaleronitrile, nitrile, not nitrite, so this will be isovaleronitrile। Now I would like to go with this, then it is known as 3 degree Valeronitril. This is called as active valeronitril. This is 3 carbon acrylonitrile. It's a very important nitrile. It's a very important monomer unit which is used to formation of polyacrylonitrile as a polymer. This is the structure for the PAN, polyacrylonitrile. It's a very important polymer also. This is the CHCN, and this is the structure of PAN, polyacrylonitrile. If you will go with this, then here's the 4 carbon atom with a double bond. So it is called as croton plus O nitrile. So crotononitrile will be the name of compound. So this was about the fifth function group as a cyanide. Now the time to discuss about the next function group. What is that? That is the sixth function group known as isonitrile. So here we'll use sixth function group. This is the sixth function group as a NC. NC. It is also denoted by N. Here will be the coordinate bond. This is called as isocyanide. Isocyanide. If we'll go with the suffix, then suffix will be O-isonitrile. O-isonitrile. Now the time to discuss about the name and structure of the compound. So these may be as follows. Here will also change with the further, and here will also. This is the further. This is also. Now the time to discuss about the structure. So this is the HNC, you can say. This is the CS3NC. Again your NC, you can write it as follows also. This is the NC. NC, your compound NC, NC, NC and NC. Now the time to discuss about the name of the compound. What is that? If I'll go with this compound, then it exists only one carbon atom, so it will be 4-mo isonitrile. Isonitrile. This is called as aceto isonitrile. Isonitrile. This is called as just your propiono isonitrile. This is called as N-butero isonitrile. Isonitrile. This is the isobutero isobutyre. Butyre is a butero. Butyre. So TYRO. Here will TYRO isonitrile. Isonitrile. This is the N valero isonitrile. This is the iso Valero isonitrile. Valero isonitrile. This is the just a 3 degree Valero isonitrile. This is the active Valero isonitrile. This is your acrylo isonitrile. This is the crotono isonitrile as the name of compound. So this was about the 6th function group as a isocyanide. Now the time to discuss about the 7th function group, which is very important and different from these also, and it will be common name. So the 7th function group, what is that? Listen me carefully. Because it's too important, and as I told you, I'll take just important and basic thing also. So this is the 7th function group is your, you can take COOR. It can be written as follows: COOR, 2 lone pair. It is also called as ester. The distinguish to the test to distinguish the ester is it gives fruity smell. Ester, and most of the ester are used in perfumery इंडस्ट्री में इसका यूज करते हैं, फ्रेग्रेंस वगैरह क्रिएट करने के लिए, इसी का एसेंस वगैरह क्रिएट करने के लिए, बनाने के लिए इसी का यूज करते हैं. If I go with the just suffix, then as a suffix for the ester we can use 8 along with the just common system. Now the time to discuss about the structures and the name. Regarding to ester, first of all we'll go with the HCO OCS3. This is not CS3COH. This is ester COOR. R as a, you can take any alkyl group which you have discussed. Alkyl group, methyl, ethyl, propyl, and iso, so on. So this is the as a methyl group. Now the time to discuss about the second compound. This is the CS3 COOCS3. If you will go with the next compound, then we can take CS3CO OCS2CS3. If you will go with the next compound, fourth, then we can take CS3 CS2 CO OCS3. If you will go with the fifth compound, CS3 CS2 COOCS2 CS3. This was about the fifth compound. Now the sixth compound is your, you can take over here, that is CS3. This is the sixth compound. As a, you can take CS3 CS2 CS2 COOCS3. This is the eighth compound is your CS3 CHCS3. This is the COOCS2CS3. This is the eighth compound is your, you can take CS3. This is the CS2. This is the CS2, COO. You can take aromatic also, C6H5. Here is your ninth compound, CS3. This is the CHCS3. This is the CS2, CO. O, you can take CS3. Ninth is your, 10th is your, you can take CS3, CO, CS3. This is the CS3. This is your CF. O, you can take CS2 and we can take with the substituent Cl also. Totally different. 11th compound is your, just you can take CS3. This is the CH, C2H5. This is your CO, O. You can take CH double bond CS2. 12th compound, you can take just your CH2 double bond. This is the CH2 double bond CH CO OCS3. If you will go with the 12th compound, then that is also important. We can take over here 12th compound. What is that? That is your just CH3, CH double bond CH, CO OCS3. You can take just over here 13 compound as a final compound, CH3, C double bond, you can say CH3. This is the 13 compound. It is your CH3, CH double bond CH, CO. This is the CH double bond CH2. So these are the important compounds regarding to ester because it's too important function group. Now I would like to go with the name. We'll destruct the compound as follows till then oxygen. Here is the alkyl group. As the alkyl group, here is the methyl. So it will be methyl. Here is one carbon in the chain. So for the one carbon, it will be use of form and suffix will be as a 8. So the name of compound will be methyl formate. For this, here is the same ester. As alkyl group, here is methyl. So you will call it methyl. There is two carbon in chain. Acid plus 8 will be the suffix. For the next compound, this is the ethyl group. So you will call it ethyl. Here are two carbon atoms. So again you will say acid plus 8. It will be acetate. For this, it is your methyl. If you will go with the carbon, then there are three carbon in chain. So it will be your propione plus 8. So it will be methyl propionate. If you will go with this compound, then you can say this is the ethyl, this is the propionate. So this is the ethyl propionate. If you will go with the next compound, then here's the methyl. This is the N-butyrate. So you can say methyl N-butyrate. N-butyrate. This is the ethyl. And rest is your isobutyrate. So ethyl isobutyr plus 8 ethyl isobutyrate. If we'll go with the next, then this is the phenyl. So the name of compound will be phenyl. Here is the 5 carbon in the chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because its carbon is countable. So it will be valor plus 8, it will be phenyl valerate. Now for this, it will be your methyl again. And this is your isovalerate. If you will go with this compound, then this is the chloromethyl. So the name of compound will be chloromethyl. The rest is your 3-degree valerate, tert valerate also. If you will go with this compound, then this is the vinyl. So you will call it vinyl active valerate. Active valerate. If you will go with the final compound, then this is the just acryl, 3 carbon double bond, and this is the methyl. So you will call it methyl acrylate. methyl acrylate. It is also used to form the PMMA, polymethyl methyl acrylate का formation करने में इसी का use करते हैं. Now the time to discuss about this. This is the methyl. Here is the 4 carbon double bond, then croton plus 8 crotonate, and this is your again your, you can say 3, here's the 2 carbon, so this will be the vinyl, and here is the 4 carbon double bond, so it will be crotonate. So this was about the nomenclature of ester as a 7 function group. See the each and every compound properly because of it's very important. So now the time to discuss about the next 8th function group, and that is final for the table number 2. Eighth function group, and today's video is too important. You have to practice each and every compound by taking screenshot at the last, because I am giving you a lot of time to take screenshot. Now the time to discuss about the final function group along with the table 2. This is the 8th function group, and what is that? It's too important. CO, OCO, and this is the R. You can write it as follows: RCO, OCO, and this is the R. This function group is called as anhydride, or you can say anhydride of carboxylic acid also. Carboxylic acid. Why? If you have taken just 2 molecules of the carboxylic acid in the presence of P2O5, phosphorus pentoxide, then it will be removal of water molecule. Removal of water molecule in chemistry is called as N, means separation, and removal of water molecule, that's why N, and for the water molecule it will be hydride. So that's why forming molecules are known as anhydrides of carboxylic acid. This is the carboxylic acid, and this is the just anhydride of carboxylic acid, or you can say simple anhydride of carboxylic acid. This was about the just name. If we'll go with the carboxylic acid, then we can take over here as a R dash. So there are 2 types of the anhydrides. What are they? Listen me carefully. This is the one of the, if both alkyl groups, if I will go with the compound and bisect the compound as follows, then here will formation of the 2 part. If both alkyl group are same, R is equals to R dash, and if both are not same, then R is not equals to R dash. If both are same, then you will say symmetrical anhydride, and if both are different, then called as asymmetrical or unsymmetrical anhydride. If we go with the just example, then we can take as example 2 important example. For the symmetrical, we can take just as example CS3, CO, OCO, CS3. Both are same. And for the different, we can take CS3, CO, OCO, C2H5. Both are different, you can say. So this was about the types of the anhydride. Now, if we'll go with the nomenclature, then for the symmetrical anhydride, you can take any segment, either left 1, 2 or right 1, 2. So it will be calling of the compound will be as a alkanoic. Yeah, you can say just number of carbon atom. So number of carbon atom plus ic anhydride will be the suffix. Ic anhydride will be the suffix. So you can write here suffix also. Ic anhydride. Ic anhydride. So this is number of carbon atom and ic anhydride. For this it will be number of carbon atom plus ic, again number of carbon atom plus ic anhydride. Ic anhydride will be the name. How? We'll take a lot of compound also. First of all, we'll go with the just CS3. This is the COOCOCS3. Second example, we can take CS3CO, OCO, CS2 and CS3. Third example, we can take CS3CO, CS2, CO, OCO, CS2 and CS3. Fourth example, we can take just your CS3. This is the CS2. This is the CS2, CO, OCO. This is the CS2 and CS3. Now the fifth compound, you can take CS3, CS2, CS2, CO, OCO, and this is the CS2, CS2 and CS3. If I'll go with the sixth example, then we can take CS3CH, CS3. This is the CO. You can say here is your 4 carbon atom. 4 carbon atom. Here is your, you can say just your CS2, CO, OCO. This is the CH2, CS3 and CS3. So these are the important example regarding to the ester. First of all, we'll go with the this type of ester. Then first is your symmetrical anhydride. This is your asymmetrical anhydride or unsymmetrical anhydride. This is your again your symmetrical anhydride. This is again your 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 carbon. So it will be again your asymmetrical anhydride. This is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be your symmetrical anhydride. And both are same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. So it will be again your asymmetrical anhydride. Now the time to discuss about the name. First of all, if we'll go with this, then it exists 2 carbon atom like this, 1 and 2. This is the 1 and 2. It exists 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It exists 1, 2, 3. This is the 1, 2, 3. This is your 1, 2, 3. This is your, sorry, it will be from the counting of, will be from the carbon of CO. So this will be your 1, 2, 3 and 4. This will be your 1, 2, 3. This is your 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is your 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is your 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is your 1, 2, 3. This was the name. If we'll go with the just name of compound, so here is symmetrical. So you can take any segment. For the any segment, it will be 2 carbon. So it will be acid. So you will call it number of carbon atom as a acid, like this. Number of carbon atom plus ic anhydride. So it will be acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride, the name of compound. If you will go with the next compound, then here is the acid for 2 carbon atom. Here will be propione for 3 carbon atom. Acid A is more prior alphabetically. So it will be acid. Further, number of carbon atom plus ic. So it will be acetic. After then, number of carbon atom again. Number of carbon atom again. So it will be 3 carbon. So it will be propionic. propione plus ik, propionic, and this is your anhydride. So acetic, propionic, anhydride. Now the time to go with the symmetrical. Again, here is the same carbon atom 3. So you will call it propionic anhydride. Propionic anhydride. Now the time to discuss about this. Here is the 4 carbon atom. For 4 carbon atom, it will be butyl. For 3 carbon atom, it will be your propione. Butyl B is mole pair, and here is the N-butyl. So it will be N-butyl. N-butyl. Just you can say propionic and butyric, propionic, anhydride. Anhydride will be the name of compound. For this, here is the 1, 2, 3, 4 same. So you will say N butyric anhydride, N butyric anhydride. Now the time to discuss about this. This is the valeric, because here is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon, and this is the isobutyric. So it will be isovaleric anhydride. This will be the name of the just function group as a table number 2. So in the next video we will meet with the just new topic as a nomenclature. Till then शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद. बार बार आपका प्यार, स्नेह, अटैचमेंट मुझे देते रहिए by subscribing and sharing the videos. Thank you, शुक्रिया.